Deepa Shridhar. This is Taste of India. Nati Koli Saaru is a marinated chicken in a bath of coconut milk, and it just makes the most delicious, incredible dish. It is, I would say, the Indian coco bun. It reminds me so much of South India, the spiciness of it. This is how you want to eat Indian food. You should be sweating and it should be hot outside. The first thing what we gotta do is we gotta toast the spices. If you're not toasting your spices, please take a moment. It's gonna change your whole dish. All of these are whole. Once you ground them down, they start to lose their flavor. I've got my food processor ready, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get all these spices in. This is my favorite thing, starting out with warm spices, ending up with more acidic tones. We're gonna toast our coconut, and we're just gonna get it super, super nutty. We're not cleaning our pan because that's a lot of flavor that we're gonna pick up. Cinnamon, and we're gonna keep playing with that warmth. That's what we're gonna first build on. Cilantro, this means that we're gonna start changing into acidity, the herbaceousness of this marinade. The next thing we're gonna do is add my favorite ingredient. This is, I think, the heart of this whole dish. The reason why this dish is so amazing. It's the jaggery. Jaggery is essentially sugar that has been put into these large vats and they caramelize it. The taste is incredible. Because those vats are typically in copper, you get almost, in a very pleasant way, a slightly minerally taste. Jaggery can be found in your local Desi or Indian store. You go to the counter to the very nice auntie and uncle, just say jaggery and they will go ahead and point it to you. You're expecting this to be like a rock. Look at that. That is like gorgeous. I'm cutting more than I need to just because I have a problem and I love looking at it just kind of toppling over itself. For this dish, I use about 1 tablespoon, but I kind of eyeball it. If you go a little bit over, it's better. Don't go under, go over. Another good thing about always cutting more than you need, you can always just taste a little. All right, we're done with that moment. The other thing that the cast iron is going to be doing is it's going to help poach and steam the insides. Even though the outside is going to be crackly, blistery, dark, inside is going to be really, really, really tender. North Indian, South Indian, we like to make sure that when anything kind of hits a pan, it immediately sears. Sears, chars, burnt, those are all important flavors. The reason why we were charring the jalapenos is we wanted to get to that nice poaching. Inside of this jalapeno, you're gonna see a whole lot of liquid. That liquid is also going to help with your marinade. Hands, clean hands. Use your hands. We want this marinade all up in its crevices. What I like to do is kind of close it up a little bit. Once you feel satisfied, most importantly, wash your hands. So let's do that. Our chicken has been marinating and we are ready to get cooking. You do want to start with onions. That's a very Indian thing to do, to have aromatics going in your pan. I am ready to push these onions to one side because we're about to bring in a whole chicken. I'm gonna get my tongs and I'm gonna go ahead and reach right in the middle. Make sure that chicken goes inside down because what you're first trying to do is get a nice sear. If I walked into an Indian household, I know this smell. I know this smell intrinsically. This is a great time to add curry leaves. Curry leaves are very important in South Indian cooking. They basically taste like, hold on. Honestly, that is the most familiar taste for me. Tangy, a little bit citrusy, and super savory. We can start to see that the actual marinade and onions are starting to basically get all that fat out. You can see the fat on the sides. It's all gonna get broken up in the process. Look at that sear. Now we're just gonna make sure the chicken has a nice spicy bath. You've probably seen a lot of these flavors. I sure have, especially in Caribbean cuisine, Latin American cuisine. Those flavors exist because Indians have made their way around the world. Wherever the British went, we went with them. That's indentured servitude, y'all. When you're the part of the labor force in these countries, everyone starts talking. So you see roti in the Caribbean, in the West Indies, and their roti is spectacular. A lot of these flavors made their way into some amazing dishes that are truly Jamaican, truly Guyanese, because those people have made it theirs. When we're talking about immigrant cuisine, we're talking about showing someone your identity, your complicated, textured, mushed together fusion identity. And it tastes delicious. Come on. This is stupid good. Take a look at that gravy. This is a beautiful thing. Look how South Indian this looks. Come on. We're gonna keep building on the acid. This is a very spicy, rich dish. You're gonna need some breaks here. And that's what the lime really does. It's more about adding balance. Jasmine rice is stickier than basmati rice, and it's just gonna sop everything up. This is what I'm going for. This is the perfect piece. I need a little bit more sauce action, just right on top. Smother it. I love this dish. This is nostalgia in a plate. I hope you guys really enjoy this dish. I loved making it and I'm gonna enjoy eating it. Cheers, y'all.